Actually, I need to tell you the story how I met her first. We run a bakery by ourselves too.
We're both in the baking industry. And then I apprenticed for this like Japanese master baker. So that guy is actually their consultant. So we met through him.
So she came over to Malaysia.
So we met at the airport.
What I first noticed about her,
Well, he was tall.
so the first impression of her was, yeah, she's really driven.
And then, because we met through work. So parang I think he was like dressed professionally. So
No sparks on the first meeting yet.
looks-wise, nothing really.
She was there in Malaysia for 8 days.
And then I think every day we were hanging out for like a really long time because there's a lot of things that we talk about.
And we were talking about the bakery, about things.
I think during that trip, like I kind of got to know him more than like a business friend.
And then slowly, I got more fond of her.
I think that trip parang may spark. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I kind of felt like, oh, like this guy's not bad.
First date, I can't.
What's the first date? What's your first date?
I say blind date was my first.
Oh, that's your first date?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the Japanese restaurant
The
in
Japanese
Singapore.
restaurant. You think that was the first date? I think the first date we had was when I visited here in the Philippines.
According to him, our first date was the last day of that trip. But I think it was like after a few months he visited again after that trip. And I think I would consider one of those days our first date when we went to a Japanese restaurant.
Actually, the more time I spent with her, I realized that I grew more and more fond of her because of, I think the values she had was very similar to mine, like her life values and things.
During that first date, because I had a checklist of what I want in a guy. So parang he kind of like ticked off all of that. And then I think what struck me the most was we're very different, but in terms of values. We value like the same things like family.
So I think we got that in common, but she's also very different from me. I think we bring the best out of each other.
I think that's when I found out na parang, oh, I think he's the one. Diba, some people, like if you meet them, it's like the more you get to know them, you see their flaws. But for him, parang I feel like he gets more perfect the more I get to know him.
When the day comes, actually I can't wait because we are doing this long distance relationship for quite a while already. So I can't wait to be with her already.
So I think the thing that I look forward to the most is just spending time with him and starting a life together.
I think I'm excited what comes after the wedding more than the wedding itself because it's really living together as a couple. And the journey really begins after the wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to start on a journey with Michelle.
I think it's just seeing him every day, like waking up and like beside him and then sleeping, and then you're like the last person that I see, right? So I think that, and then of course like spending our lives together and starting our own family and traveling. Yeah, like I can't wait for that. It's like I feel like we get to experience the world even more if we travel, and we have memories everywhere, right? Yeah. It's like I feel like I loved him at every city that we went to.
Yeah.